This time on Roadkill Garage, the Crusher Impala is back.
Hit it!
Whoa, that was distance, man.
Yeah.
That was distance. We're bringing back the Crusher Impala. This is a 489-inch big block with an 871 supercharger. The thing has made 700 horsepower to the flywheel, 500 horsepower to the tires, but still, there's a lot of stuff just wrong with it. And on this episode of Roadkill Garage, we're here to make the Crusher Impala great again.
Wow.
I know, I love this thing.
Look at it.
So you remember this thing because we built it in an episode of Roadkill. Remember when we did that shootout with the Australian guys? Oh, dude!
The Marty and Moog? Yeah. Remember super burnouts.
But when we did it, honestly, we butchered the car together. I mean, ratchet straps holding the radiator in, no alternator, a fuel pump zip tied to the rear suspension. It was a mess. But then it came back in another episode of Roadkill and a shootout with the Rotson. And the Impala won, but it still had issues. The Impala has been on tour all summer at a bunch of car shows and stuff, and we got a new supercharger on it, and it's got a new fuel system, but it's not running good. The brakes are horrible. It needs a line lock. It needs power steering, so that's what we're planning on doing on this episode of Roadkill Garage.
Other than that, it's probably great.
Yeah.
Let's try it out.
I know. We're going to drive it, what, 3 hours up to your place right now? I hope it actually makes it.
Whoa. Snappy.
It's actually super good.
And this thing's in great condition. Man, I'm feeling great.
I know. It's hard not to when you have blown 489 cubic inch Impala. 10-inch drum brakes are not really working that great though.
No. So what do you think our chances of making it all the way to the shop are? 1 to 10.
To make it all the way, 10. To make it there painlessly with no repairs, 8.
That's a good answer. I don't need to know anymore.
This thing never used to overheat.
Yeah, I know, but then why is it reading 230 degrees on that temperature gauge?
It's bothering me. I think we have to get off.
All right, let's look for a gas station.
That temp is not good. Well, this is a bummer. I thought we were going to hop right in and just cruise. There's nothing worse than an old car overheating sitting in traffic. Get out of my way. Dude, there's no one coming. Let's go. Go. Gotta get this thing shut off. We didn't make it very far. Like what, 3 miles? Something like that? Yeah, that's pretty hot. I think it might not have enough water in it is the
how about
problem.
oil?
It's definitely hot, I know, and the oil's down to the very, very end of the dipstick.
We've only been on the road for like 5 minutes and we realized we really should have probably serviced the car before we left. So we're gonna top that all up right now.
Here's some oil.
Yeah, we need water.
I got 4 gallons. Is it full already?
Yeah.
So I didn't need 4 gallons?
Not yet.
Oh, it's over full. Way over full.
You told me to put 2 quarts in it.
This is like the worst possible start to this trip. 2 quarts over full now.
Now we're screwed up.
Yeah, well, we need to get that oil back out of it.
I'm really regretting this.
This is the single biggest waste of time and money in the history of Roadkill. All right, drain out precisely 2 quarts.
I will.
Okay, done. Let's get out of here.
Oh, look at that bumper to bumper traffic.
Yep. The 405 is the worst.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Getting out of Dodge is helping. Yeah. People love the Impala.
Yeah, how could they not?
I actually can't wait to get those disc brakes on this. Man, yesterday just turned into smooth sailing after all.
I know, I was enjoying the ride the whole time.
But this thing still has a ton of stuff wrong with it. I mean,
We're perfected.
I have a plan though.
What?
Brake testing.
What?
If we go out and like pick a phone pole and like cruise 3,000 RPM and see how fast we can get the thing stopped, and then we can find out how much gooder it is when we put the disc brakes on.
Wow, it'll be like a trip to the amusement park.
I know. Are you down?
Yeah, are you kidding?
Nice ice skating.
So, how fast do you want to be going for the brake test? Right about here, 3,000 RPM in second?
That would be a pretty thorough test, I think. I could be monitoring on this.
Oh yeah, you could be. Great.
The road looks pretty nice.
Oh yeah, we're set. All right.
47, 48, 49, 50.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
And whoa!
Hey, you're all over the road. What are you doing?
You want to mark where we are?
6 almond trees past the pole.
Okay. Wow, I didn't expect it to just lock up the front like that immediately.
No, but it was going in either direction.
Yeah, it jags one way, and then I try to threshold, and it goes the other. It's terrible.
I know. How come it does that? You handled it pretty well, though. I didn't feel unsafe.
Oh yeah, it's precision. Okay, where am I?
49, 50.
Oh, that's 4 trees.
Really?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See?
Wow.
Ready to go for full lockup?
Yeah.
This is just for fun.
$49, 50.
For a brief moment, I was like, this is ending in trees.
Pretty darn good.
Hey, Dulcich, I had an idea.
What?
Front brake teardown contest.
No.
For speed, yeah.
Really?
I take right front, you take left front. We're gonna like each stack our tools and we'll have the tires off and go.
I think you're gonna kill me.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. You're screwing me. Are you cheating by looking at my disassembly
No.
and stealing my tools? Done. Time.
Freiburger won.
Dulcich,
What?
what's going on over here?
It's off. It's been off for like 15 minutes.
All right, we got the front brakes all apart, and we're gonna reuse the spindles that are on the car. The new kit isn't here yet. Now I'm gonna start taking apart the master cylinder because this thing has manual brakes on it, which is pretty cool, but it's a drum brake master cylinder, so we're gonna have to upgrade it to a disc brake master cylinder, and I'm also gonna put a line lock on this thing, so more gutting.
You got the brakes done?
This thing's coming apart pretty good, Dulcich.
Really?
And I'm about to pull the master off.
I'll just relax in here while you do that.
Okay, and it's off.
Oh, okay.
Boom. The teardown has gone way too fast. Yay, brakes. The kit that I've got here is from Master Power, and the reason I picked it is it comes with everything. A lot of the kits that I looked at, including some from CPP, they required a 2-inch drop spindle that I didn't want to install. And also when you're buying one of these kits, keep in mind that some disc brake kits will alter your track width, meaning that they will move the wheels outboard because of the thickness of the rotor hat or because of a different design in the bearing. And the last thing that you need to know when you're shopping is you gotta ask, will the kit fit my stock spindle or do I need a special spindle? Because like Camaros and Chevelles and stuff, they have a disc brake spindle and a drum brake spindle. And some aftermarket kits are designed to put disc brakes on a drum spindle, and some of them are designed to put them on a disc spindle, some of them are both. So that's a question to ask. And I'll start assembling this thing. Ooh, I love new toys. One-piece rotor and hat.
I'll load that rotor.
Okay.
You pack your bearing just like this. Just working it into the groove on the back side of the bearing right here until I see it coming out of the front side of the bearing like that.
I actually read the instructions. You have to knock the outer race out and install the supplied one. Apparently the rotor's got the wrong race in it.
Huh, how convenient for them to put the wrong race in there.
I know. So this thing has the steering arm bolted to the back of the spindle and a bracket that is gonna bolt through the spindle. I'll go through and tighten all that up, and then I'll wait for Uncle Steve to bring his chingadera and we'll be in business.
Amazingly, even though these have new races installed already, they have to come out. I can feel that coming. Out. Bam! That's how you take the race out.
Okay, cap.
You know what? This is going to be the scariest moment of our whole install.
Why?
Well, because a lot of times those caps, they don't want to snap in and then you end up denting them all
I
up.
know.
Like this one.
Yeah.
That didn't work. So the problem is the lip on this dust cap is supposed to go into this recess, but hits the washer before it can really go in there. What we're gonna have to do is grind the outside diameter of the washer to give it a relief to put the dust cap on. I think that's probably gonna do it. You can see the diameter is a lot smaller. I wonder if Freiburger will be proud of me.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Here it goes solid.
Yeah.
Perfect. Steve's over there grinding another one of these washers. I'm installing the caliper. If you're installing something like this and you don't know which way the caliper goes, there's a bleeder on the top of it right here for bleeding the brakes, getting all the air bubbles out of the hydraulic system. That always goes up. If the bleeder is here, you could have an air bubble up here. So the bleeder needs to go up here so it can push all the fluid out.
Okay, we've got a different master cylinder to go with our disc brake setup. No problemo there as far as the bolt pattern. You have to bench bleed a master cylinder and get the air out. Otherwise, when you go to bleed the brakes, you'll pump the brakes and you'll just pump air out and suck it right back in over and over again, and you won't get any fluid flow. I've got these rusty old lines cut out of a parts car, and you might notice I've looped it from the ports back into the reservoir. Oh, look at the bubbles coming out of there. That's all air. There's no more bubbles. And that's, well, that's pretty much bled. I'm happy with that. There we go.
Dulcich already bench bled this thing and we're gonna go install it, and I remembered that we needed to put the combination valve on there. When we're using it with the roll control, that means we're going to plug one of the front outlets so that we will come out of just one of them into the roll control, then out of the roll control into a T to both the front brakes.
We might need to change the push rod, but I'm not too sure.
Well, this push rod's adjustable.
It is?
Yeah,
Oh, then we're home free.
yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, the clevis that's attached to the brake pedal right here has a threaded hole in it, so we can thread that push rod out and lengthen it a little bit.
Perfect. That's gonna fit like a glove.
So I think it might be beer o'clock.
Really? Already?
It's game over. We need hardline that we don't have.
Yeah, I know, and some of those special fittings to adapt stuff together.
I guess that's it for the night. We'll be back tomorrow and be able to get the roll control on here, bleed the brakes, and then go for the epic brake testing. Brake testing's never been so fun. Where's the fridge?
Just amble this way.
Are you commandeering this project?
Yeah, I've got this handle. What did you say? We should mount this right here? That was genius.
It's pretty good because look, it's pointing straight down to the T for the brake lines.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna own that, I'm gonna get back on the gauges project, I think.
I might have to grab you for help if I get stuck.
Oh no, I'm busy. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Remember we didn't trust the water temperature gauge that we have in there? So I got new ones from Autometer. They're all mechanical. This is the Z series, which is black face, black bezel. Now I have to figure out first where I'm actually gonna hang this thing under the dash. Oh, look at that. This might be a home run. Slightly butch, but this is Roadkill Garage. I always install gauges in the panel in order from the most critical information to the least. So this is air-fuel ratio and boost, which is really critical because if you lean out, you blow up. So next I'm gonna go oil, then water, then volts. There's a lot of science and technology to this kind of thing.
Freiburger came up with the idea of mounting the roll control off a bracket that holds the combination valve. So basically, bam, that's gonna be really clean. I like it.
Okay, check this out. This is hardcore, heavy-duty Velcro. Check it out, holds up to 10 pounds. And so I'm gonna use it to stick this to the underside of the dash. So I've got the pieces of Velcro stuck together on the top, and I'm just gonna take the backing off. It's the best way to make sure that they perfectly align on the final installation. And away we go. Boom. So there you go. We're gonna call that excellent.
Okay. I'm pretty happy. That came out looking clean. Everything's fairly good alignment. That looks good. Hopefully it won't leak. Come down.
Down. I hear a leak up front.
And up.
Up.
Down.
Down. Yeah, there's a huge leak up here, Steve.
It's gonna be fine. It was completely loose. Come down.
Down.
And up.
Up.
Down.
Down. How do the bubbles look?
There's something leaking.
It's not just leftovers?
No. There's a blockage in the line somewhere.
I guess from bleeding.
Yeah. I'm in complete disarray.
Crack open the rubber line, see if there's any fluid coming to it.
Yeah. It's pretty much entirely inaccessible.
I'm about to calibrate the O2 sensor. It's heating up, and in a moment it'll tell me that it's calibrating. I've got it in free air down there, meaning not in the exhaust pipe. Calibrated, and that's it. I'm officially done with the gauge installation, which means we'd be officially done with absolutely everything if the brakes hadn't just gone into a complete snafu. So we're battling this problem with bleeding the brakes, and we had nothing coming out of the rear, and finally Dulcich just went full beast and pulled the combination valve off the thing. It's a good thing he did, because we found basically a defective part. Here's the deal. There is a shuttle valve in here that is designed to block off one side of the brake system if you end up losing pressure. Like the rear brakes lose pressure, boom, the valve kicks over and doesn't let any fluid go to the back. We're now gutting our combination valve, trying to figure out how to actually fix this thing. We learn something from every fiasco that we create.
It seems like an unending stream of fiascos.
I know.
Up.
Up.
Down.
Down and hold.
Okay, up.
Up.
Anything?
No.
I don't.
Is it doing it again?
It seems like it.
How is that possible? Did it break the pin?
No.
I'm gonna unthread it and look at it.
The pin?
Yes, if the pin on the little plastic doohickey is broken, it's game over. The pin's broken off.
Get out of here.
Dead serious.
No. No.
Yes.
I'm gonna resign myself to the fact that we're gonna be bleeding brakes into eternity here.
Hold on a second.
Where are you going? I didn't like that shuttle valve to begin with. You feel better?
No, it didn't work. This should be easy. It's a nightmare. Basically, we're going to be wrenching on this all night long, and you've probably already had enough. So in the morning, we're going to let you know how we figured out how to fix this thing, because if we're not brake testing this thing by 8 a.m.,
I want to be out on the road first thing in the morning testing, because we'll have
we're still going to be here first thing in the morning. Find out who's right when you come back in the morning. Meanwhile, we're ordering pizza, right? Pepperoni?
Oh, that'll cheer me up.
Yeah. How about beer? We need beer.
That might help.
Who knew that Roadkill Garage was going to turn into a docudrama about attaching a master cylinder to a brake system? Wow. Have you ever seen so much brake fluid on the floor of the shop?
Not since I was trying to bleed brakes for the first time.
Here's what happened last night. We fiddled and fiddled with that combination valve that created this whole disaster. We finally chucked it. And then Steve found this, which is a manually adjustable proportioning valve. This is like how Steve and I have done things forever. And after yesterday's scenario, I don't think you'll ever see us trying one of those combination valves again. But now we're ready to bleed. I have to give credit to the Dulcich. You just dominated the brake situation.
I was like a salmon trying to swim home.
Fighting tenaciously to have operational brakes and failing. Down.
Down and hold. Up.
Down.
Down.
Up.
Up.
That was pretty good.
Okay. See what's happening? Wheels going back on. This thing is done. Stick a fork in it, drop it on the ground, and go do big smoky brake stops. Ooh, and burnouts. Do you trust it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Totally.
It runs. Ooh, look at our gauges. Whoa. Went straight. Something's wrong. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be our braking pole.
The tree zero is right where that big white pipe is.
Right.
We'll know that.
And so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, right?
Yeah.
So put the cone in the middle of the road. That's where we need to stop buyers, right there
All right.
from 50.
$35, $45, $50.
Wow!
That was like a real car.
That was!
Wow.
It stopped way shorter. Wow, that was good. That was really good. That was like 3 trees. Man, this thing's improved. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, even that's better. Look at that.
That's not
Not bad. The rear brake bias is a little heavy, but man, I didn't feel like I was gonna die. Man, this is all win.
I know.
There's just no way to lose with the Impala.
40, 50. Oh, that was freaking mint. Wow. Wow.
It's flawless. It was shockingly good. And we're gonna have to do something about the engine too.
We have air fuel ratio. It's at 15.5. Wow, it's so lean.
I don't like that at all. It didn't have this problem just like earlier today. And now it's gonna die.
I know. And we coast to a stop.
It coasts to a stop. It's happy to be at home. I think the carburetors could be full of trash. We need to get this thing inside and pull some bolts off of it and see what's up.
Okay.
Dulcich, push. It's starting to roll.
Don't lose the
Get out
momentum.
of the way. Don't lose the momentum.
Go, 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 go! We've got it!
Got it. Oh, yeah. Look, it's rust because the California gas has so much alcohol in it, it absorbs water and then stuff rusts.
Yeah, but
I bet all the passages in the carburetors are all clogged up.
I have debris in here. It's like dirt.
I believe it to be rust from sitting for so long. So it looks like we got the carburetors all cleaned up. It's just gonna take a minute to bang this one back together and then go find out if this thing does big, scaring burnouts.
I think it's just a matter of dialing in the carburetors at this point.
And then it's flawless?
Yeah.
Well, it just spun the tires, so I would say it's pretty good.
It's pretty hot.
Oh, there's no water in it. Oh, we just ruined this motor.
We really there, didn't we?
How hot is it?
230. Well, it's pretty hot, but it's not nuclear hot. I don't see big clouds of oil smoke.
So you only drained water out of the radiator.
Right.
So there was some in the block, but it won't have moved anywhere. There's some gallon jugs in the back seat.
I think I'll do that while you collect your emotions.
Yep.
The oil's not that hot.
Really?
Yeah.
It might be okay.
Stand back.
Okay, that worries me a whole lot less.
I think it's going to be fine,
that was
actually.
the stupidest mistake.
It had water in it. It might be okay.
That's the good news. And good thing that we miraculously had gallons of water with us from the very beginning of the episode when we thought we were overheating when we weren't. What does the water say now?
190.
Ah, my mood is so much better.
Yeah. This thing's awesome.
It's so good.
Man. The Crusher Impala. Would have thought it could be so great.
So after all that working on brakes and all that fiddling with carburetors, there's only one way to end this episode. Burn out for distance! Okay, this is what we've been waiting for. I promised you like 100 yards, right?
100 yards?
Think I can live up to it?
Let's go.
Finally, redemption! The Crusher Impala is great once again.